evening and welcome to Weekly Essentials. Yes, so Weekly Essentials, where we will be discussing this week how to use essential oils for sleeping. So I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit because I'm trying to do something. And then we will discuss how to use essential oils for, relaxing your body and getting that calmness so that way you could go to sleep, because sleep, helps you be more mentally agile, focused, and just productive. And just makes you feel better. Hi, Britt. How you doing? Awesome. Thanks for joining. So this week I'm going to discuss how to use essential oils for sleeping. So you could use, certain oils help to relax your body, your mind, so that way you could, have a good night's sleep. I know, right? You probably need that. Oh, you asked me for lavender. So yeah, you got lavender. Oh, I'm good. To be honest, what am I? My back hurts, so I gotta start. I saw you exercising, so I'm like, I need to kind of get to that. But yeah, my back is like an issue because I don't know. I had a car accident, so that affected my back. So from there on, but I know I need to do some exercises, and I haven't been, so I think that just kind of has been throwing me off a little bit. Awesome. Yes, so you could use lavender for if you have a diffuser. I don't know if you have a diffuser or if you have carrier oils. You can't use the oils directly on your skin. Hi, David. We got the family up in here. Thanks for joining. But yeah, you can't use it. I mean, some people say you could put a dab and rub your hand and you could smell it. But you never know. You might be allergic or something, so you want to be careful with that, because it's just a safety precautions. Even though the oils are natural, we try to, especially if you're selling oils, we try to tell people the safety measurements, because we don't want someone to get injured from the oil. So that's more or less it for that. So yeah, you have lavender, but they're let me see how many other oils. There's several other oils that you could use. And then tonight I'm going to go over some blends that you could put together and create that calming environment. And then there's also safety in regards to how long you want to diffuse the oils. So if you have a diffuser, you don't want to use it for more than half an hour to 30 minutes, because then it will become kind of like your body. You don't want to become too sensitive to the oils. You want to be able to continue to use them. So not necessarily that the less you use them, but you want to use them in a safe, healthy way, because they are strong. So you want to take that into consideration. And then I know you have kids, so they're kind of a little bit older, just a little, but you want to take that into consideration too. I think lavender is pretty safe for children though, but then you have other oils that are not so safe for kids, so you want to be careful with that. Let's see, I'm trying to invite some people. Try to invite some people from Facebook. I'm on my little computer. But if you have any questions, let me know. So I can answer them. I'll try my best to answer them. I'm not the how do you say, well, I'm not certified as an aromatherapist, and I don't essentially think that you need to. I mean, you could definitely study the oils without being certified from a school, but I guess it would be better to have a certification. But I get into it. So this week, of course, oils to help you sleep. So we all know that feeling tired can make you less productive. But it's, it's kind of, isn't it like amazing, like when you get, good night's rest, how like the next day you feel like, whoa, I'm gonna take over the world. Your performance and your attitude is definitely better from, getting a good night's sleep. Sleep does impact your overall health, and a great way to improve your, oh. Whoa, buddy. Cannabis. Well, I don't smoke no more. I smoke other people's weed, but I won't buy any weed. I'm sorry. Yeah, I try not to smoke anymore because it was before COVID though, but like I just feel it in my lungs. So like I just like nah. I rather have a good healthy life than to like force myself smoking just to feel good. And then smoking, I think, is not, depending on your personality, it could kind of be a very sedative, not in a good way. Like lavender is sedative, but you can still function with it. Smoking, sometimes you can't really function with, depending on the grade that you're smoking. I also have some edibles that my friend gave me, like from, oh, my bad. But I have some edibles my friend gave me from Cali. And I still have them because they made me kind of sleepy when I ate them, so I stopped. I didn't really eat them except for one time when I was going out to brunch and I had one. I was like, whoa, this is really good. But I haven't tried any CBD oils or anything like that. I haven't gone into to trying that. But I heard it's good. It's good for like pain and stuff like that. Maybe I could get that for my back. But I'm into the aromatherapy, so I will look up some oils that's good for, back pain probably. But, you could use probably CBD as your carrier oil, so that way you're not using the oil directly. But that's a good idea. Thank you, David. I was thinking about, puffing, but clearly that's not what you meant. So yeah, so you can use essential oils for sleeping. Definitely cannabis you can use for sleeping. But that affects your lungs. But essential oils, if you overdo it too, it will affect your body. So you have to be, everything in moderation. So I did stop smoking, but I definitely if I'm hanging out, I'll take a puff here and there, but not too much. Research has been limited, of course, with essential oils, which I think to some degree might not be 100% the truth. I'm sure they have done a lot of research on essential oils. And hey, Jackie, how you doing? I'm sure they've done a lot of research on essential oils, but they're saying that it is limited. So let's see. So it says a few drops of essential oil at night can be sedating, which in turn helps you to sleep. These same oils usually have the effects to reduce stress, anxiety, which affects our overall mental health and clarity. Thank you. Okay, so as far as using the oils, from what I understand, making a blend is much better than using a single oil. But I typed out the single oils, which is lavender, Roman chamomile, sweet marjoram, which I have, but I don't have it on my site for some reason. Clary sage, cedarwood, vetiver, bergamot, that I have, valerian. Hey, Alvil, I'm not even gonna butcher your name, so I'm just gonna say hi and welcome and thank you. Valerian, frankincense, which is pretty popular, and sandalwood. So you could use those oils and diffuse them, but it's best, I guess, to use a blend because I guess the blend will bring out a lot of the linoleic, which is what is the compound that is used to, I guess, get you to calm down a little bit. So some blends. So a good blend is lavender and bergamot. And of course, go online and look, okay, what's the amount of blend? Because your every, I guess, diffuser is going to be different, right? Because you're going to more than likely diffuse these oils. So you want to see, okay, how many ounces or, Ivy Low D. Oh, okay, thank you. Ivy Low D Jewelry, thank you. So what how much, how much oil do you want? But approximately you could use 4 drops of lavender and 3 drops of bergamot, and you have your night blend. Which will be, that's a good blend for to help your, to help you calm and, relax. The lavender is very calming. It's very sedative, so it doesn't like, it's not like, marijuana, like we were just talking about, that, just make you fall asleep, because you can also use lavender in the daytime. But it definitely relaxes your body and your mind. So like, if you're anxious and stuff like that, it definitely calm you down, so that way you could, have, exactly, it's great for, lavender is great for anxiety, and bergamot, like Jackie told me, is great for depression and anxiety. So those two together is really good. So we have the sleep type blend, which is 2 drops of lavender, 2 drops of sandalwood, 2 drops of Roman chamomile, and 2 drops of vetiver. Okay. So then you want to use peppermint if you want to get something not to make you sleepy, something that's motivational. Let me see. I did a blog like the week before about that. Some motivational oils. Let me see if I can find it. But for people who are having issues sleeping, okay, I had oils instead of espresso. So let's see what you could use instead of, if you want to do something. Espresso caffeine is natural. So yeah, so you have peppermint oil, lemon oil. Lavender again is good for helping you to be motivated. It's a depressant, but it's great benefits when it comes concentrating. So lavender helps you to concentrate and focus. So if you want to stay up, even though I just mentioned that it's good for going to sleep, but it eases your anxiety. So, and rosemary, Jackie says, is good for keeping you up and keeping you motivated. So a lot of the oils could be used in a different ways. You just have to, like with lavender, I mean, it's a multi-purpose oil. You could use it in a lot of things. It's very popular, and it's a popular oil for a reason, because you could use it, like you said, right now I'm talking about using it for sleeping. And then you could use it, but then with the blends, I guess that's why the blends are probably good, because you mix the blends, and that will the combination will help you to relax. So Tranquility blend, you have 3 drops of lavender, you have 2 drops of sandalwood, and you have 1 drop of vetiver. So a kid-friendly blend would be cedarwood, orange, and lavender, and those are all 2 drops. So you want to be, especially with the kids, you want to make sure that before you buy an oil, you go online and do a little bit of research to make sure that it's kids-friendly and pet-friendly, because, some people have kids and they have pets, so you want to definitely be sure. And then also be sure for yourself, because you might be allergic to something. Or even earlier online, this guy was like, I bought some, what did he say he bought? It's a very popular oil, patchouli, and he was like, I hate the smell, it's woodsy, and it's I guess I don't remember what he said, but he was asking how does he blend it so that way it smells good to him. So some of the oils are really strong, and I mean, not some of them, they're all pretty strong. So you want to be very cautious when using them. And I'm going to butcher this name, Yang Yang. So the next one is the calming blend, 3 drops of Yang Yang, 2 drops of Roman chamomile, and 1 drop of lavender. Then we have the Sleep in Peace blend, which is 2 drops of frankincense, 2 drops of cedarwood, 2 drops of Roman chamomile. Need Sleep blend, which is, this one is really good if you really have issues falling asleep. So you have cedarwood, 3 drops of that, 3 drops of lavender, and 2 drops of vetiver. So safety guidelines. So, every week I try to go over the safety usage of the oils, because they are very strong, and even though it's natural, it doesn't mean that you could just dash them all over your body. You have to be cautious. So we're in this week, we're talking about diffusing them. So you want to be careful, of the time frame that you diffuse. Like some people will say diffuse all day because they're natural, but no, you might develop a sensitivity to the oil where now you are using it and you can't even smell it, or you can't get the benefits of it. Hi Francois, I know you use a lot of essential oils, which I was gonna, at your birthday's the other day, I was gonna reach out to you and ask you what would you like. And I know you diffuse oils too. So one of the precautions is to use the oils if you're diffusing 30 minutes to an hour, and then take a break, and then diffuse again, maybe like after an hour. Of course, never use the oils directly on your skin, but dilute in a carrier oil, such as sweet almond, coconut oil, jojoba, which is really popular to dilute in. Essential oils are natural but powerful, and it's best to inform yourself on the oils you intend on using. So Google is your best friend, or you could reach out to me and ask me any questions if you have any concerns about oil you want to purchase. I could do the research for you if I don't know, or I could ask Jackie. She's on right now and she's really good. She's a certified aromatherapist, so I could reach out to her and ask her what's good with this oil. So some oils, I know like people have discussed like myrrh, because some of them are kind of like very strong and toxic, so you want to be very careful with that. So some oil may work for me, but they might not work for you. So it is money spent on oils, and some of them are very expensive. So I would just suggest just to like do your research, buy maybe the smaller bottle, or see if you could get a tester from the company. So that way, like I said earlier, this guy bought the patchouli and he's like, this is not really what I want. And it's a very popular oil. So you might purchase something that the scent is not really what you'd like to smell. So, ask for testers, purchasing the oils. I learned today you're not supposed to purchase the oils in store, simply because essential oils are natural, right? And so when they come into contact with the sun or light, they kind of like lose their properties or their compounds. So you don't want to really buy oils from the store. Maybe you could go to a store and then get a sense of the smell of it, but it's best maybe to buy oils online, because there you'll have, more than likely, people are gonna, it's not in a store, so people are probably gonna store it in a cool and sunshineless place, because that's also another thing too. You can't store the oils open where you could get light on them, because then the light fractures the oil or damages them. Let's see, and that was more or less it, I think. Let me see if I missed anything. Yeah, so those are the oils that are good for making you, and not making you sleep. They pretty much just relax your body, relax your mind, so that way you could, fall asleep easily. But, like it says, like 4 drops, 2 drops. So keep that in mind when you're using them. You see the oils come in like bottles like this, or they'll be like this, but they're very potent, so you don't need to use, you don't need to overboard it like sometimes I will do. And be overdoing stuff, and add 20 drops when you only need to add 1. So just take precaution. That's something that I try to say in all my lives, especially in regards to the oils, because they are very strong. Otherwise, if you guys have questions, let me know. I'll stick around for a little bit to see what else can I discuss in regards to these oils. Actually, I wanted to look up Linoleic. Because that was, or Linoleic. Oh, you're welcome, David. Thank you for tuning in. No, that's not the right word. So that's what kind of Linoleic. That's the compound that's found in most of these oils that are sedative. Okay, it is. It's a floral and spicy turpentine alcohol. It's found in over 200 plants such as citrus fruits and lavender. Okay, so yeah. Concentration of linalool are above 20 ppb have shown to give a fruity, hoppy aroma to beer. Okay. Is linalool toxic to human? As a general rule, linalool is non-toxic to human when inhaled in a small amounts as a part of essential oil or cannabis products. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so I guess, like I said, it's everything in moderation, especially with essential oils, because you just never know. I mean, not never know, like the oils are concentrated, so you want to, use them in small dosages. Like the less is probably better. You don't have to like smell. That's something that I'm learning. You don't have to smell all the aromas. It's something that will come. You mainly want the benefits of it, which will produce itself through the sense, and it will affect your your limbic or nervous system and travel through the brain and give you the effects that you want. You don't have to like it doesn't have to be like pine sol or something like that, or like something very fragrancy. It the effects is through your nose, through your how do you call it, through your, now I'm forgetting my words, but yeah, through your nostrils pretty much. But that's more or less it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna log off. I hope to see you guys next week. I don't know what I'm gonna discuss yet, but it's something more than likely in regards to essential oils and how it's useful to you. Yes, your olfactory system. Thank you, Jackie. I'm slow. Yes, through your olfactory system, which is your smelling, your sense of smelling, and that's stuff that I'm learning. So as I learn and go along, I'm definitely gonna be on here trying to educate everyone on the essential oils. So thank you. Thanks, Jackie, and thanks, David. Thanks, Francois, and thanks everybody else, Brittany, for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon.